Today we want to talk about Rio Terminal, like early roadmap review for the next year. Um, Nothing that actually I am talking like about today actually is written in stone. So if you have anything that you would like to have priority or you disagree, like feel free to reach out in the Discord or send a direct message. Also, disclaimer, during this video you might hear a lot of baby screaming or someone upstairs doing the woo sound. Like apparently people really like to do this or like late in the night. The first thing I would like to talk is about features, maybe not versus, but like in quality as well. Many users of Hue they come and say like, hey, I want this like functionality. I want this thing that works on my main default terminal, and I would like this to have on Hue so I can actually migrate. And I endorse this. Actually, you should keep doing that. But um, like for me personally, things takes time. Like I have been working on the split for a while. I have been writing a lot of tests, and I think that the split functionality is not like really ready yet for usage. Like although it's in the source code, you have like the keybinds. It's still a lot to do yet to test and to fix. So I don't plan to keep adding stuff while like the foundation is like the features that has been added, like they are not. I would say like 80% or 75% like quality based. I would say so. It's still gonna take a while for release the split, and I would like to add like that to also notify that although I am working mostly on Rio and like this year actually 5% of my time I was working the new code editor that many of you guys already know. I posted the blog article about it, and but this next year I plan to do maybe 10 or 15%. So I actually gonna start to take more action, add more traction in the code editor. So it's like something that I'm considering when I actually plan this roadmap for the next year. All right, so let's talk about the current year. Before, like thinking, yeah, in April, I posted the article of things that I was already working that I wanted to do, and basically like was the split screens, the stabilization of different fonts besides the default one. I wanted a new windowing, which in the time was called window assistant, just WA. But I ended up like forking WinIt and actually adding stuff based on Hue necessities. Sixel support, font ligatures, yeah, like the font support for like have italic or bold if the font does not have it, if you don't have the file for it. The single instruction multiple data support, emoji support with colors, and actually give some love to Linux X11 and Wayland to give like a better native experience. This year, I think the split is still ongoing, so I will not mark as green, but had a lot of stuff done, and I still think that like could be that this single structure multiple data starts by the end of the year, this year, but who knows? Uh, so let's see how it turns out. But it was basically the transition for 0.0x to 0.1x, and for 2025 I actually am planning to do a first transition to 0.3. And basically the work is a lot of stabilization, so basically the split screens that we were talking, there's many issues about the Unicode and few handling like things like some fonts are with like problems like when they are displayed. So I plan to work mostly on stabilization. Line height, I think actually could be done this by the end of this year as well. Kit image protocol is something that like people often ask about it, and but I always say like, yeah, I plan to work, but I think that is gonna become more reality on like the next version. Single instruction multiple data support, F16 texture support, Microsoft Windows native tabs, and hopefully by the close to the end of the year, I plan to add or to start the multiplexer support, the plugin system. That this actually will be a bit more complicated because I plan to add like a plugin system that actually can operate in the rendering level, so you actually can communicate with Hue and dictate how things are going to be rendered, and also allow people to do background process, like to do different type of things. So often people ask like, oh, the AI when it's coming, like I would love to have something like Warp. I would say like probably 0.4 would be the version that you are like more is more likely that is gonna get close to what you're looking at, like what you're like searching for. So like I have already like a prototype working. I just don't want to add this type of work already in Hue, while there is so much to still be done. Like as I said, the 0.3 is still a lot of work to do. And that is it. I think like if you have any question or like any questions and you want to like talk about the roadmap and things they believe they should be added or removed, feel free to do. Our Discord is open and my DMs are also open. Thank you.